These are prices in euros, so euros are higher than US dollars, and last 30 days this store has generated 453,000 euros. I want to show you basically the strategy for this store, the product selection strategy, the ad strategy, the logistics, and the scaling strategy for this particular store. So first, the product selection. So basically products are being tested. This is the general store, and so you can see here it's like basically products are being tested, and all of these campaigns pretty much are different products that are being tested. So we researched with AdSpy, with Ad Library, we identified the products that are selling well in other countries. Out of all of the tools that you can find for competitive research, and I mean there have been a lot of different tools. AdSpy is like by far the best one of them because it has all of these like very like advanced filters. It has all of the functionality. It has pretty much you can filter by different countries. You can filter by technology, so you can find like Shopify, top Shopify websites. So very robust and advanced tool. If you want to try it out, like there should be a link somewhere below. I'll drop the link for you so you can try it out. Or if you're using it already, then it's the best one out there. Also ads library. So on Facebook, once we know that for instance certain pages or certain websites are selling well, then we basically checking them for like in ad library, we're checking what kind of like ads, what kind of products they're running. And pretty much with local markets, it comes down to like replicating mostly what's working in US, because US big four, like those big markets, they're like obviously the biggest ones, but you can take the products that already work there, translate them, adapt them to your own markets, or just to markets that you want to enter, and pretty much just make a lot of sales there. So second thing here with products, once, for example, if you run a store like this, and this all is being run on one pixel, so all of the products pretty much run on one pixel. They're in different niches, they're different like audiences, but they're all still on one pixel, and it still works very well. So for everyone who's thinking kind of the sophistication, for everyone who's thinking about run all of it on one pixel. And one of the things I wanted to add here, like product cycling. Let's say you're running a store like this, you're having like lots of products, and some of those products, they get to their like maximum capacity, and then eventually they're like dying out. And the best solution in that case, when they're dying out, like after 3-6 months, I would just test the past winners that you've had, because oftentimes they start performing again. And overall, if you check the stats for all of the products that are trending right now, you'll see the same products might have been there like 1 year ago, 2 years ago. It kind of like goes in cycles. So I would recommend to test these products in cycles. Oftentimes you get a lot more performance out of the same product, and pretty much you have the data and everything for that particular product. In terms of product testing, this is very simple, just one campaign per product. Keep it simple, budget of $100 to $300 per product to test. CBO, $50 to $100 budgets. It either works or it doesn't. Like you have no emotional attachment. So if CBO like doesn't, like CBO for example has very high CPA, or CBO has very, if it's not profitable according to established KPIs, then you just move on. Like you just create another CBO. You might give like few different CBOs to test just to see if campaign choice will make a difference. But then you would just stick with most promising campaign. And one of the things that we have done is basically just utilizing the CBOs that already have the data and just adding new ad sets inside of it. So instead of like losing the data and every time like creating new CBO from scratch, we're just utilizing the same CBOs and accumulating the data. Then three creatives. You need three creatives to start with. Source from YouTube, just videos that are freely available to use. You'd have to check the copyrights. And you want to get the proof of concept. After 100 sales, you have to source your own content if you want to scale up and get the most out of the product. So you can source the content from either from influencers, from people who do like influencer, kind of like who have their audiences, who know how to create the content. You send the product to them. Typically, it's like $50 to $100 for a person to create like several pieces of content or several videos with a product. Then all you need to do is just compile those videos into like one video of the product video, and you can utilize it for the advertising. So that's pretty much how it can be structured. Obviously, there are companies that are doing video production for you. Those are typically slow. Like if you want to scale, and if you want to scale like fast, if you're already like doing, let's say, $100,000 per month, and you want to scale to, let's say, $500,000 or 1 million per month, and you need to be fast. You need to streamline the processes. And if you're working with someone who takes for someone like who takes 2 to 4 weeks to produce one piece of content, typically that could be even life cycle of one product, 2 to 4 weeks. You cannot wait that long, so you have to streamline that, remove basically replicate the process with content production in-house, and ship it faster. In terms of logistics, so here, for example, it's fulfilled with an agent from China. So basically, it ships from China directly to customers. We use Gorgias for support. We have local address in the country for returns. We are accumulating all of the shipments that have been the customers wanted to return. So then we are able to verify if the packages and everything is are still good. Then we're still able to sell those. So those are not wasted packages. Payment processors used in the country of choosing. So whatever country you go after, whatever country you sell in, you have to, it's one of the major things that you have to find out what payment processors they're using. For example, Stripe and PayPal, they're available in most countries, but in some countries, for example, people use like cash on delivery, or people are using some other payment methods. So you have to identify exactly what payment methods they're utilizing, so then you can convert as many people as possible. Because if you're utilizing, let's say, credit cards, and in the country where you're selling, people mostly pay cash, like cash on delivery, then you will lose a lot of sales. Only small percentage of people will have the credit cards, and pretty much you'll be losing lots and lots of sales. Now, best markets. So I'm just saying about the Europe. Obviously, there are other markets like worldwide that you can sell to if you know the language. For example, like Spanish market, Brazilian market. Again, you need to understand the payment processors. That's key to scaling. And if you're looking for help with that, if you're looking for help with connecting with people who operate in different markets and operate on a very big scale, then there's a link below for if you want like my personal help scaling your e-commerce or dropshipping business. If you're already doing some good numbers, let's say if you're doing more than $1,000, $2,000 per day in ad spend, if you want to scale that to $10,000, $20,000 per day, there should be a link, and we connect you with these payment processors. We connect you with people who can help you with basically scaling your business to other countries. So France, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Poland. So these are just in Europe. There are good countries in Asia. There are good countries even in Africa. There are good countries even in like South America. So everywhere there are good markets. So you have to explore and see what's possible within your market. So scaling, right? So scaling with this model is good, but it's not perfect. It has its limitations. For example, with like US market, like English speaking market, it's definitely more competitive, but it's also more scalable. Here, every country has a ceiling of how many products, how many like sales certain country can generate on a monthly basis. So with this, you would scale internationally to other countries. So if you can get the proof of concept let's say in Germany, if you can streamline this, the store and operations, then what I can do is just replicate this, for example, in like Netherlands, or you can replicate the same process in, let's say in like Belgium, or you can replicate this like in Sweden or in Norway, right? So you can replicate, you can translate all of the ads, all of the landing pages, obviously have the support person to take care of the support and helping customers, but basically you can streamline and replicate this in other countries. So with this store, exactly this is what we are working on. Streamlining processes and implementing email marketing, SMS marketing. You want to maximize like every customer that you get. You want to see if you can get like even like extra few percent in sales, 5, 10, 15% in sales you can generate without extra ad spend. That will be actually your profit. So all of the channels that are adding to the value, adding to the basically to the sales and profitability, need to be implemented before you even before you start scaling. So here with this store, currently we are implementing the email marketing and other strategies to maximize the results and profitability, and then adding new marketing channels. So with this, for example, like Google, this is the avenue that we'll be heavily investing on in next months. Google, like other channels like display, native. So there are many different channels. Facebook is not the only source of traffic. Obviously, the most scalable, probably the easiest to use source of traffic. But there are definitely other channels. So once you have the proof of concept with one store, then the best is to take it and replicate it with other countries and with other channels. So there are a few ways of scaling it up. So you can scale by basically, again, there's a ceiling to every market. So not every market can be scaled like to like $1 per month or like $2 per month. Some markets are smaller. You'll need more products to hit those numbers. Some products will only hit certain, like let's say $5, $10, $20,000 in a certain market, and then they'll start like to die out. So this is what you have to keep in mind, and this is how to generate $490,000 per month in sales, even in small markets. So even if you're in a small market, they have very big potential that a lot of people underestimate. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Again, if you're looking for help with scaling your business internationally, maybe other markets, with other products, so we are providing our private students the products, the frameworks, the checklist, and all of the resources they need to scale internationally and basically expand in other countries, in other geographics, and scale their businesses profitably. So if you're looking for help, there's a link below this video. Let me know what you think. If you've been able to make it work in other markets, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you for watching.